Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in video 9 we are going to discuss about what we call it as chemical properties of what we call it as group 16 elements. Now in that oxidation state is there, but before that one student asks a question regarding that why oxygen value is more negative, that is electron gain enthalpy value is more negative than sulfur. Okay, the answer for that I will explain here, and also I will give you the order of electron gain enthalpy, order of group 16 element. Okay, so now first the question what was asked by a student, that is why does oxygen have low negative value of electron gain enthalpy than sulfur? The question is why does oxygen have lower negative value of electron gain enthalpy than sulfur. Here the reason what we say, we can just get the answer from the electronic configuration. Oxygen when we write the electronic configuration, what we say is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4 like this. Understood? And sulfur when we write sulfur, it is neon. I will write here I will write the helium. Okay, so it is 3s2 and 3p4 like this, right? So when we say in this case 2p orbital is smaller in size, right? So when the electrons are placed in this 2p orbital, that is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4, there will be more repulsion because of smaller size. The electrons are nearer and electrons are negatively charged. So here more repulsion is observed compared to 3p orbital. Which orbital I am talking about? 3p orbital of sulfur, what we say. Understood? So here it is 3p4, 3s2, 2s2, 2p6, I think, yes, and here 1s2. Understood? So in this case when we say 2, 4, okay, 8, 10 and 16. Okay. So in this case, in this 3p orbital, it is a bigger size orbital. So here there is less repulsion. What is the word? Less repulsion comparatively. So this is the answer for the question that why oxygen have low negative value than sulfur, electron gain enthalpy value than sulfur. What is the answer? 2p is the smallest p orbital and it contains how many electrons here? 4 electrons. So incoming electron experience what? So whenever a new electron has to enter this for pairing, it experience what? More repulsion compared to what? 3p orbitals of sulfur. This is the answer for that. Okay. Now when we want to write the order for this electron gain enthalpy order for group 16, it will be first will be sulfur less than selenium, less than tellurium, less than polonium and less than oxygen. This will come at the last order. In sulfur will have less compared to that of oxygen. Okay, you can see the values of electron gain enthalpy. I have already written in our previous video, but you can see and go through this. Okay, now the next one. Okay, the next part what we are going to discuss, that is what we call it as the oxidation state. Okay. Oxidation state, when we say -2 is the oxidation state of oxygen generally, that is stable -2 oxidation state, but in some cases oxygen shows positive oxidation state. Clear? Positive oxidation state, that is what? In OF2 what we call it is. Okay. Now in OF2 molecule, when we say fluorine is the most electronegative element. Right? Fluorine is most electronegative, so 2 into -1, it will never leave its electronegativity. So in this case, oxygen will have +2 oxidation state. Okay? Generally it shows minus oxidation state, but in case of with halogen, that is fluorine is the most electronegative, so oxygen will show positive oxidation state. Understood this part? Yeah. And down the group when we say, so -2 what we call that oxidation state stability decreases what we call. Okay. Now, when we talk about another elements of the group, that is when we talk about oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Now, when we say this oxygen shows -2 and +2, while the other elements when we say, they show +2, +4 and +6 oxidation state, what we say. Clear? But the most common are +2 and +4 oxidation state, what we say. Clear? So these are the most common oxidation state, that is +4 and +2. Okay? Okay, sorry. +4 and +6 are common oxidation state. Clear? So remember this thing, common oxidation state are +4, +6. Generally other elements, that is except oxygen, it shows +4, +2 and +6 oxidation state, other elements. Okay? So this was all about what we call it as oxidation state. Now in your textbook on page 187, another part is also given. The stability of +6 oxidation state decreases down the group. And stability of plus oxidation state increases down the group. Remember this thing. Stability of +6 oxidation state decreases down the group, and stability of +4 oxidation state increases. Clear? Now this is due to inert pair effect. What is the reason? Inert pair effect. Or if you have heard about in your lower classes, what is inert pair effect? So you can see here. Okay. Then okay. So this was all about oxidation state. One more point is there, that is +4 and +6 oxidation state is primarily covalent. +4 and +6 oxidation state is covalent in nature, means they are formed by sharing an electron, is covalent in nature, primarily covalent. +4 and +6 oxidation state. So this was all about what we call it as oxidation state. Now we will discuss the next about what we call it as chemical properties. Now in that, before that, we'll discuss about anomalous behavior of oxygen. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about what we call it as anomalous behavior, that is unusual behavior of oxygen, what we say. Understood? Now, like other elements of the second period, oxygen also shows what we call it as unusual or anomalous behavior. The reason is, main reason is to show anomalous behavior is due to smaller size, that is atomic size, and high electronegativity. Clear? Now this is the main reason what it shows anomalous behavior. Second reason, its behavior what we see different than the other elements of the group. That is when we say group 16 elements, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium, like this. Okay. So this it shows other behavior than these elements, the remaining elements of the group. The second reason what we say is what we call it as oxygen does not contain d orbital, right? Why? Because we have seen the configuration, that is helium and 2s2 and 2p4 is the configuration what we call for oxygen. There is an absence of d orbital, what we call as oxygen does not contain d orbital, it can have maximum it can have maximum 4 covalency. Now what is the reason for maximum covalency here? You can see 4 electrons it can donate from p orbitals, what we say, right? But generally we see 2 covalency, because we know that oxygen can combine at 2 places, what we say, and 3 in some cases, like what we say it as H3O plus, it shows 3 covalency. Right? Now what we say 3 covalency means what? Like this it will combine and it will donate an electron pair here. That's why it's 3 covalency, what we say. Understood? So actually if you see in the p orbital 4 electrons it can donate and form covalency, but generally we see this 2 covalency and 3 covalency in H3O plus, what we see. Okay, so this is one property what we see different. Then when we talk about the third property, in this case third one, what we say, just a minute. Due to high electronegativity, due to high electronegativity, we can write that H2O forms strong hydrogen bond, while H2S does not form H bond, hydrogen bond. Understood? The reason, because oxygen is more electronegative compared to this sulfur. So due to this high electronegativity, water forms what? Hydrogen bond. Understood? With itself, that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding, what we see in water. While in case of H2S, it does not form hydrogen. Then the fourth property, you can write down this all anomalous behaviors. Okay, it can be asked for 2 marks, I think. Then you can see the lower member of the groups can have more than 4 covalency. The lower member when we say no, that is this all members. This all member show more lower member. We can just quote it properly. That is the lower member of the group can have more covalency. Lower member of the group can have more than 4 covalency. Lower member of the group can have more than 4 covalency due to presence of d orbital. Okay, so these all are the anomalous behavior of oxygen, what we have seen. You can just write it down in your fair book for your ready reference, what we say. Now another one more part, I think we can discuss that why does sulfur have higher boiling point and melting point than oxygen. So there is one more question that I will explain this, but you can write down this whole part in your fair book regarding anomalous behavior of oxygen. It can be asked for 2 to 3 marks, what we say. Okay, and just rub this. Okay. Now one question is generally asked, that is why sulfur have much higher boiling point and melting point than oxygen. What is the question? Why sulfur have higher melting point and boiling point than oxygen? Okay, this is the question which is generally asked, what we say. The reason for this, what we say, is oxygen exists as, the answer what you want to write now, that is oxygen exists as diatomic molecule. Clear? Diatomic molecule means as O2 what we call, right? While sulfur exists as polyatomic molecule. Polyatomic means more than two, what we say. Polyatomic molecule that is S8 what we say. Here, so oxygen exists as diatomic molecules, whereas sulfur exists as polyatomic molecule. That is, this one is in gaseous form, O2 molecule, and this one is in solid form. Okay, so this is the reason what we say why it shows has more melting point and boiling point. Okay, therefore sulfur has a much higher boiling point and melting point because of this reason what we say. This is diatomic oxygen while sulfur is polyatomic. Okay, so here we come to an end of our video. That is video number 9. In the next video we will be discussing about preparation, what we say, of what we call it as dioxygen. But before going to that preparation, I think certain things still it is left out. Anomalous behavior we completed here. Now we are going to discuss about another chemical properties, that is reactivity with hydrogen, reactivity with oxygen, reactivity towards halogen. Okay, these are the topics we will be discussing in, I think we will discuss in this video only. Just a minute. Okay. Now when we talk about another chemical property, that is the reactivity with the hydrogen. So we can say group 16 elements, they form hydride of the type H2E. Now when we say H2E, here E is equal to oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and like that. Okay, so when we see of the hydrides what it form, they are H2O, H2S what we say, then H2Se and H2Tl, like this. Okay, this one, that is dissociation enthalpy, this we will discuss, but these are the form how it I think it forms hydrides. Okay, so now some properties of hydride are given, you can see in your textbook, that is in table 7.7. okay, in table 7.7 properties of hydrides are given, means when they react with the hydrogen what types of hydrides are formed. So in that table they have given melting point, boiling point, He distance, that is distance between hydrogen and oxygen, then HEH distance also they have given, then formation enthalpy is given, dissociation enthalpy is given, dissociation constants are given. So these all are the properties which are given. You can just go through it what we say. Okay. Then one another question is there. When we talk about bond dissociation enthalpy, what is the word? Bond dissociation enthalpy. Now, when we talk about bond dissociation enthalpy of this hydride, we will see that they decreases down the road. Means the highest bond dissociation enthalpy is of H2O, then comes H2S, then comes H2Se, and then comes H2Tl, what we call. Okay, like this. Okay, so you have to remember the order. Then comes the acidic strength. What is second one? This is first part. Then comes what we call it as the acidic strength. Acidic strength, when we say acidic strength, okay. Now in acidic strength, the order when we write of this same hydrides, that is H2O will have less acidic than H2S, less than H2Se, and less than H2Tl, like this. So this you can write regarding acidic strength. Then comes the reducing power. What we say, reducing power. What we say, C is about reducing power. Clear? Now, when you talk about the reducing power in this case, okay, just a minute. Reducing power when you write, it is like this, that is H2O less than H2S less than H2Se less than H2Tl, like this. Sorry, just a minute. Tellurium, it is Te. So we made a mistake over here. Te. Okay. So like this, stable here. Huh? So reducing power, when you see here, it is H2O, H2S, H2Se and H2Te, like this, reducing power. Then thermal stability is the last, that is of hydride. Thermal, what is the word? Thermal stability. Now this question can, all this order can be asked in MCQ, what we say, for 1 mark. So when we talk about thermal stability, here what we are seeing, bond distribution enthalpy decreases down the group. Here. Now when we talk about acidic strength, the acidic strength increases down the group. Increases down the group. Here. Group. Then when we talk about reducing power increases down the group. Increases down the group. Clear? Then the last one is thermal stability. When we talk about thermal stability, it will be decreasing. H2O greater than H2S, greater than H2Se and greater than H2T. Clear? So that decreases down the group. Okay? So this was all about hydrates, what we say, that is reactivity with the hydrogen. Okay? So you can see, okay, like this, decreases down the group. So these are the 4 properties what we have seen, that is reactivity with hydrogen, like this, right? Now remaining is reactivity with oxygen is also there, and reactivity, okay, that also we will finish it, reactivity of oxygen. There are 2 types of oxide are formed, that we will see. Okay, but I think we will discuss it in the next video, okay, because this video will become very lengthy otherwise. So in the next video we will be discussing about reactivity with oxygen, reactivity towards the halogen, and then we will discuss about preparation of dioxygen. Okay, so we will stop here. Next time we will continue with the another videos. Okay, thank you very much.